women were the start of the Strathalan at McLeod. My mother was part of the Baptist Women's Association. They were good people. They wanted help for the people who were not well, elderly, and the Baptist Church at that time had Mary Pope as an excellent leader. Mum and Mary Pope raised more than £4,000 to start Strathalan.
I was about 15, I remember going to Strathalan. Strathalan was a big home up on the hill. Yeah, we'd walk around the homestead and it had big 12-foot corridors.
Sadie has been a friend for all those years ago when we first came to Strathalan. She was involved with her family, with her two sisters and brother, in raising money to buy this property.
So you came here when you were 15, and what did you do as a fundraiser? What did you say you did?
Well, they made these little cupcakes in paddy pans.
Okay, wonderful.
And sell them for 3 cents each.
Okay, what else did you do to make money?
Well, they sort of had a bargain sale. You could bring anything you had along to sell.
Like an op shop or something?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Think back for a moment to the world in 1944. Australia was at war. Many men were away serving in the military. Many women had gone into non-traditional roles to help with the labour shortage. It was in this context that Reverend and Mrs. Pope, supported and enabled by the Women's Auxiliary, determined that there should be care for elderly people within the Baptist community. It was a remarkable and in many ways a counterintuitive decision.
Mary and her ladies stormed the BUV assembly and demanded a hearing for this project to create Strathalan, and so powerful and forceful and determined were they that that's what happened.
Winsome woman in her message for the Baptist Union of Victoria to do something more, and it was a movement of the women that Mary Pope and her ladies had the vision.
Strathalan opened its doors to residents in 1945 in a spirit of great anticipation and celebration. Indeed, somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500 people arrived on site for the opening ceremony at a time when the Baptist community in Victoria was just slightly over 100,000 people.
And the Strathalan that they built was a wonderful remote farm homestead, and the original residents, 24 of them, were quite healthy aged people, and they were able to grow much of their own food on the site.
The Strathalan story is also, of course, the genesis of BaptistCare, because it flowed from the idea to extend the provision of social services throughout Victoria within the Baptist Union. Now, at the time, at least in the 1940s and 50s, this was also a slightly controversial idea, as many Baptists felt that focus should be put on building the kingdom of God through evangelism rather than focusing upon social welfare. Nonetheless, from the 1950s, there's been a continual expansion of social services arising from the Strathalan story.
Women have been vital to the work of BaptistCare in every sphere, from Mary Pope, the dynamic leader of the Strathalan group, to every person who has donated and given and volunteered. And much of BaptistCare's work has depended on the generosity and bequests of women, many of them single women, who inherited property and then gave it to Baptists to use.
So it's BaptistCare's 80th anniversary, so you were here in the beginning when it all started.
Yeah.
And so you're a resident here now. What do you think about that?
Well, it's a long time, isn't it?
It is a long time.
The first time I came here was 1949. I was 18, I was allowed to be a member of the Baptist Men's Society, and we came to take a service on a Sunday afternoon. 72 years later, I came to here as a resident, and I'm enjoying it.
My mum and my sister have all been residents at a BaptistCare facility. All of them are joining me now.
There has been so much magnificent development from this humble beginning with the homestead to the beautiful modern facilities that everybody enjoys. So congratulations on 80 wonderful years, BaptistCare.